how closely have you been following the Nancy Guthrie situation, Arian? I guess if you're not on
Um,
Twitter, not remarkably.
yeah, no, just I have no nothing. I know nothing about it.
Okay, so I guess we'll start from the top. You know who Savannah Guthrie is, Today Show
My
host.
yeah, my mother told me who she was. Yeah.
Yeah, so her mother is currently missing, and there were two ransom notes, I believe, that were sent to TMZ. TMZ's kind of been weirdly in the middle of all this at every turn, which I guess kind of
TMZ is how I first found out that Kobe died. That was the
they
first
had
one.
it
'Cause
first, yeah.
I was like looking for like legit sources, and TMZ had the source from the whatever, and I was like, I hate that I gave them a click. I don't fuck with them, but they be I hate them in general. I think they're the bane of society. They're the big reason as to why we are the way we are. But
They got sources.
they be on a shit.
I actually saw that tweet like 5 seconds after it went up. I had TMZ on a Twitter list for blogs and stuff, and I just happened to refresh it as that tweet went up, and it was very surreal. So
Right.
TMZ got a couple of ransom notes from whoever allegedly has Nancy Guthrie, demanding Bitcoin in exchange for her return. So obviously TMZ turns that over to the police, whatever. This was more than a week ago now. Then Savannah Guthrie and her siblings, I believe, put out a video saying, "We'll pay you, just bring our mom back." And then there was a weird part in that video that we discussed the other day where she says a line from Silence of the Lambs. I saw some people hypothesize that that could just be how the FBI tells people to talk in those videos. Like, hey, say this. And maybe on the movie, they consulted with law enforcement people who said this is what we would do. I don't know.
That's a
That
good,
makes sense.
yeah.
Um, but so they put that video out. In the last 24 hours, a lot has happened. So there's footage from a is it a Ring camera
Yeah.
or a Nest camera,
Yeah,
which
it's
is a
not Ring, but
yeah,
it's yeah.
same thing. Uh from her home of a masked individual walking up and going into her house and disabled the camera.
From
The
the grandma's home.
Yes, from the
Right.
morning that she disappeared. The crazy thing is she the camera wasn't on and she had her subscription had lapsed. So it was dead in all essence,
So it's supposed to be not active.
and the FBI can still get the footage off that, which I guess in this instance you would say is good. I don't know that I would say that's a good thing generally.
We live in a surveillance state. It is what it is.
It's beyond surveillance state though, because when you think surveillance state, you think the cameras on the street are watching you. Okay, like in the middle of New York City, it's going to be hard to get away with anything. The cameras in people's houses that aren't even supposed to be on and aren't allegedly connected, FBI could just pull the footage right off.
Even if it's not connected. So hold on. It's not. It wasn't connected to the. It had to be connected to the internet if
Oh,
they
I don't
can.
know about internet, but she wasn't paying for it. Like
I think
she,
it was like the subscription you pay for
right.
keeps all the footage, but she wasn't paying for it, so it deletes it after like 5 hours or something. So
See,
they had to
that's
go
what I'm
into like
asking.
the back
That's what I'm
end.
asking. That's what I'm asking Pam Bondi. How is the FBI able to garner footage, and is the FBI capable of getting into all of our systems? Clearly, they are, but
Yes, except do you remember Apple? I think went to the Supreme Court with them over
yeah.
there was a shooting in California somewhere,
Mhm.
and Apple refused to get into the iPhone,
I remember that.
and
Yeah.
they went, I think, to the Supreme Court. Whatever ended up happening with that.
I think they won that case, Apple. If I remember correctly, did they not?
I want to say so. So maybe they still can't get into iPhones if it's locked, but I mean, if they can do whatever they want.
They can do whatever they want.
But I guess if it's locked and they can't figure out your password, they might not be able to get into your phone.
I don't know enough about it. This is not my bag.
Never unlock your phone for the police. Make them get a
I
warrant.
I operate in a way that is always thinking that somebody's watching, like law enforcement. Like, so even like the cameras in my house, like in the back of my mind, that they are always capable of looking at what's going on. That's just how I live my life. I don't know if that's paranoid or
Well, because
realistic.
no, they are.
Yeah, that's just how I do it. So like, if I was to be a criminal, if I was to do crime, I would not have a camera in my house. That is your right there. I'm exonerated for any future crime I'm accused of, because that's how I live. If I was to do crime, I wouldn't have cameras in my house. Period.
Yeah. I mean, and now
So
you just carry around a camera, a GPS, a
that shit's like some of these criminals, dog. I'm like, fam, they can ping you at whatever location you're at. So if you go commit a crime, bro, leave your phone. Like, I hate to help you out here, but
well.
Jesus
So
Christ, so sloppy.
in the Nancy Guthrie situation, the guy demanded Bitcoin, and I think I saw as of yesterday, the FBI maybe sent him like $300 or something, and the Bitcoin wallet was opened, and they could tell what phone it was opened from. So I think they may have a lead on that.
Really?
I think so.
And they haven't made it public yet.
No, there hasn't been an arrest or anything. There was a new ransom letter today sent to TMZ. There's a new note in the Nancy Guthrie case, but this one doesn't seem to be from the kidnapper. Instead, it's from someone offering to give up information on the kidnapper. TMZ received the note just before 5 a.m. Pacific, and the sender claims they've tried unsuccessfully to reach Savannah Guthrie's brother Cameron and sister Annie by email and text. The note goes on, quote, "If they want the name of the individual involved, then I want 1 Bitcoin to the following wallet. Time is more than relevant." Quick question, is that a crime?
Which what
I guess it's extortion to say like, I know who did this, but it's not me, but give me money or I won't tell you. That's got to be a crime, right?
I don't know. Because you're not saying I'll give them over. You're saying I'll give you the information I have, which I don't know if it's shitty. I don't know if it's a crime though.
I think it's got to be extortion.
But you're not a part of the extortion. You're extorting
you
the
are.
situation. I don't know that you're extorting somebody. I guess in essence you
Also,
are.
I think
know.
I saw 1 Bitcoin. That's what, 60 grand.
Yeah, it's down, by the way.
I think I saw that they're offering 50 grand for any information that leads to like an arrest or something. So you could just do that the normal way.
Wait a minute. They're only asking for 60 grand?
Well, he said 1 Bitcoin. That's about what a Bitcoin is, right?
Yeah, right now it's at 60. I just had it pulled up. 67,000.
Are you in Bitcoin?
No, I when you said Bitcoin, I was like, I wonder where it's at, and I just had it pulled up. But hold on. You kidnapped a grandma for 60 grand?
No. This isn't the kidnapper.
Oh, this is the information.
Correct.
Guy,
I think the guy wanted a ton of money.
Guy wants gives a tip for 60 grand. I would call this bluff. I don't even think he would. I bet you he doesn't have a tip. He's just trying to get free bread.
There is a legitimate Bitcoin address in the note, and it is a different address from the one in the original ransom note received by TMZ and 2 Tucson TV stations. 2 Tucson TV stations. Wow.
I wonder is asking for money to give. Hold on.
Oh, TMZ listed. It's unclear if the sender of this note is legit, but interesting. 1 Bitcoin is worth about 66 grand right now. You'll recall law enforcement is currently offering a $50,000 reward. So yeah, like why are you even?
Okay, so yes, asking for money from a third party in exchange for providing information to the FBI is a crime, specifically potentially qualifying as bribery or public corruption if the intent is to influence or receive benefit related to an official act or testimony. Federal law 18 USC section 201 big T criminalizes the act of corruptly demanding, seeking, receiving, or agreeing to accept anything of value in exchange for an official act, violation of a lawful duty, or witness testimony. This applies to both the person offering the bribe and the person soliciting it. Wait, so it's not really.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah. The FBI will never demand payment or personal financial information from a private citizen to investigate a crime or in connection with a tip. Any call or email asking for money while claiming to be from the FBI is a scam.
Also, this is an aside. Did y'all see the media person who ordered pizza to her house?
Yeah, and then the delivery driver went up to the door.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What a nut job.
Yeah.
No, but put me on. What happened?
So obviously there's news trucks camped outside this woman's house 24/7, and one of the journalists who was there ordered a pizza from Domino's to that woman's address. So the Domino's driver shows up and walks up to the front door, not knowing whose house it is, I guess.
Right, he's just doing his job.
And everybody freaks out. And then the guy, I guess, was like, "Oh, sorry, that was for me." Like, you can't. I guess it's never been explicitly stated, but I would have assumed you just can't order pizza to a crime scene.
Is it? I guess it is a crime scene. Yeah, that's what a dumbass.
My senior year of high school, we ordered a pizza one time to see what would happen. Didn't go well.
You ordered a pizza where?
To the school.
And what happened?
The pizza driver showed up to the office, and the office called our teacher and was like, "Did you order a pizza?" And she was like, "No." And those of us that did, she knew exactly who it was. And I don't recall exactly what happened. I just remember we did not get the pizza. I don't know if... So I assume they didn't pay for it. I guess they just turned the guy away.
Damn.
Yeah.
It's
Miss
kinda
Jenkins was not happy.
Yeah, shout out to Miss Jenkins, man. All right.
Not really.
What else with the where were you at?
Yeah, so the FBI just got that new note today. The police have been taking all sorts of stuff in and out of her house. They towed a car today or late last night, I think. And so now, people are really starting to get going with their theories. You can see the guy's wearing a ski mask or a shiesty in the video, and some people have... What?
Feisty.
That's what the kids are calling it, right?
I mean, yeah. It's just funny hearing it from you.
What, from a white?
I didn't say that. Why you always got to bring race into it?
No, I know that's what the kids call them now.
From a Connor.
Right.
Funny hearing it from a Connor.
Right. So people have tried to put together who it looks like. The prevailing theory is that it could be a guy in the band of Savannah Guthrie's brother-in-law. So there's a picture of these three guys. They're in a band, and it's vaguely reminiscent. And there's a post on a Facebook group that says, "Hey, I have some inside from here in Tucson." I assume that's supposed to be inside info. "My best friend's sister lives next door to one of the Tomasco's bandmate. The police have been present all day, and we're getting updates that it's getting heavier. He's been missing for over a week also. I'll keep updating as I get more info." Now,
So they don't have any.
I don't want to present that as fact, but
So they don't have any more footage. Because she has cameras in her house, I assume, right?
I don't know. I just know of the one at the front door that captured the guy going in.
Interesting. Where did I see somewhere where they were like, they were like digging and there was like a hole somewhere or something like that?
Yeah, the septic tank. Was that, Madeline, do you know, was that at Nancy Guthrie's house or the sisters?
This is the first time hearing of the septic tank hole.
I think it was the sisters.
Yeah, I think it was.
I think we mentioned it last episode.
Oh, no, it was Nancy Guthrie's house.
Oh, it was, okay.
Yeah, cops seen searching septic tank behind Nancy Guthrie's Arizona house in latest twist.
That's Nancy Guthrie is
the mother
one
who's
that's
missing.
The one who's missing. The mom.
Oh, so her house. Okay, so
Yes.
they were checking her. Okay, so they didn't find anything. Yuck, man.
3 detectives were spotted sticking a long pole down the manhole behind the house, although no further information has been released. They did detain a guy last night and question him, and then he was released. So that doesn't necessarily mean one way or the other, but he seemed to be very adamant that he had no involvement in it.
Yikes.
So yeah,
I don't know, man.
I hope she's okay. I don't know if they're treating it as a homicide or if she's still out there.
Well, they said they would pay. Why haven't they paid? Are they being advised not to pay, or what's the? I don't understand.
I don't think they're revealing like every single one of those details.
Yeah.
Possibly.
All I heard was that they paid a little bit yesterday and they found like where the wallet was being accessed from. So maybe that helps them find the guy.
So the FBI is telling them not to pay then.
I guess so.
Because like, okay, are you paying in that situation?
Yeah, if I knew she was
Yeah.
alive.
I was gonna say, but there's also no like, you just have to trust that person. Like, okay, if you pay me, we're getting.
That's
her
the other
back.
thing is usually, there's some proof of life that I don't think they've received.
So hold on, I have questions now. Are they in communication currently with the kidnapper, or is it just they've had one?
I don't know. I think they're doing kind of the video thing back and forth.
Publicly.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
Savannah Guthrie, the one who's on the Today Show, has been posting videos basically talking straight to the captors saying, "We will talk, please. We want our mother back." Like talking straight to them.
So they don't even know she's alive.
No, they don't. And also the mom is an 84-year-old woman who cannot walk for more than like 50 feet unassisted and also needed certain medications to stay alive, like most, 84-year-olds. And they're like, she's without her medications, please. Like, but they were making sure that when this first happened like 10 days ago, they were like, she is of cognitive mind. This is not like an Alzheimer's. She, just got up and walked out the door type of thing where she wandered off. Like she
Also,
is sharp.
I guess her pacemaker had an app on her phone or something, and they said it quit communicating with the phone, whereas even if you die and you have a pacemaker, it keeps going for like years, I think, sending electrical pulses to your heart or however it works. And they said it's quit communicating with her phone. So I don't even know what that indicates, unless it was tampered with in some manner. But yeah.
So this may be mean, but it would be a real conversation. How much are they asking for?
I don't know if that's been released. I assume it's a ton of money.
I assume it's 7 figures.
It says the FBI is offering $50,000 reward for information on the disappearance. A report indicated the ransom note demands $6 million in Bitcoin. Is that what we already talked about?
No,
Okay.
so that makes sense. 7 figures.
So all right. I'm gonna keep it a bean. If it's 7 figures and my mom 84, I don't know.
Oh man,
I
Arian.
don't know
And she
that. I don't
listens
know
to
that
this
I'd pay that.
podcast,
Arian.
I
Arian.
know. I
She's
love
a
my
fan.
mom, man.
She's a
Huh?
fan.
She
I
listens
love-
to the show.
That's my heart right there. I don't know. 84.
Arian.
Come on.
84 is
And
you know-
and in a, you have $6 million.
Right, Arian. Also, Arian.
It's still 6 million, but like,
Would it crush you?
But also, Arian, think about, would you want your mom, like, you never know where she is? Like, I think they're also starting to
You're right.
realize
You're right. I'm joking.
Justice.
hey,
justice,
I
and
want
they
to
want
be
their
on
mom
record.
back on their body at least.
I'll be the one on the show, Miss Bernadette. If I had $6 million, I would get you back.
Miss Bernadette,
I'd get her back. I did have to think about it though. 84 though, it's
Oh, you mean in the most precious time you have left with your mother?
and she can't walk, you said?
Oh man.
Oh my God.
She can, but she's not like she's
not going to
84.
run a marathon tomorrow.
She lives by herself.
Arian, if your mom got snatched in the middle of the night you would do anything in your power to
You
get
can
her
have
back.
10
Yeah,
good
you
years
would.
left
You
at
would.
84.
I know you, and your mother means a lot to you. She would be found somehow, some way for you.
Yeah, I agree.
Because even at the end of the day, you just want to know what happened. Besides anything else, what happened, and if she's not alive, you want her body.
She can't walk though.
Oh my God, Arian.
Stop.
I'm going. No, I'm just joking. I'm
Just
absolutely gonna do it. But I'm like saying like there was like zero thought like 84. No, let's do it. There's got to be a half a little millisecond where you're
I
contemplating.
mean, I also assume, and this is pure conjecture. I have no idea how this works. Maybe we should.
$1 million.
Well, so this is what maybe we should look into this. Obviously, the FBI, every authority is involved. They don't just let you send $6 million to a criminal, right? Like, are they paying it if
Right.
someone
They're not
pays?
gonna reimburse you.
I know, but I don't know how that works.
I don't know how that works either. But like yes, I'm absolutely gonna do. I'm joking, but there is some thought that goes to I give $6 million for moms. Like that changes things. You know what I'm saying? That changes things.
What, like your relationship?
No, of course not. Hey,
Oh,
I'm
just-
happy you're alive and we're here. Let's enjoy these last 10 years.
Just-
But we're not gonna enjoy them as much. I'll tell you that.
Jesus.
It's not your fault that we're not gonna enjoy them as much. I'm just letting you know where we at. You know what I mean?
So I'm trying to find out online what the ransom, if people get it back, and it says 83% of organizations that paid ransoms after cyber attacks, so not kidnapping necessarily, but just were demanded ransom, were targeted again and still lost anyways. But it says that usually you will not get that money back because it's in crypto and it will be quickly laundered. You think the government kind of covers that, right? But
How much money does Savannah Guthrie have?
probably a lot.
Here's a good moral question for you, Big T. Are you okay with the government setting up a tax-funded fund for kidnapped people?
Like a ransom slush fund?
Yeah.
Is this like an addendum to what taxes people already pay, or this is just part like a line item in the budget?
No, they find a way to.
I think we kind of should have that. Like I've been talking about this guy so much on the show recently, but I was on the way back from Kentucky. We listened to a bunch of his podcasts. John Kiriakou, the CIA guy, he said that CIA agents have an unlimited budget to give people whatever they want if they think they can get information from them. He's like, so if you want your kid to go to Harvard, done deal. They're in Harvard. We pay for the whole thing. If you want, $1 million, we give you $1 million. So I feel like we kind of could have that.
If he says that, then they could pay the ransom.
Yeah, certainly.
Also, it says Savannah Guthrie's net worth $40 million, much like
That sounds high.
It says she gets it's
Man,
it's
she been
estimated
on
she gets paid $8 million a year at the Today Show.
$8 million a year?
It's estimated.
Whoa,
US?
whoa, that sounded like a little hate in that.
No.
She brings
Get your
smiles to
money.
millions of people's faces.
That's a
every
lot,
morning.
though.
Yeah.
Get it how you live, Savannah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I would for the record, I'm just joking. I would absolutely pay the money to my mom, but I ain't gonna act like it ain't gonna hurt. You can't just lose $6 million and not feel it.
Like
They
you're
gonna
not
feel that
taking
shit.
her out to lunch when you pick her up.
I'm absolutely taking her out to lunch when I pick her up. It's not her fault. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be mad at her. I'm mad at the situation for sure. I'm like, we gotta go through the trauma, and I'm down 6 M's. God, bro, you can't just make 6 M's. Like you gotta grind for that. Whew. Whew. Whew.
Would you start?
The market
would you
ripped
do another
last year.
job?
You'd be fine.
Yeah. Did you get back on the
Hey.
field
No, hell no.
coaching?
Hey, no, them days is over. I would pursue some kind of money making venture though. Like where I would like actually we would not be doing this podcast no more. I'll tell you that, guys. Sorry.
No.
That would be
I
bad.
got I got shit to do now. I gotta really grind for this shit. You know what I'm saying? I got kids to feed, Big T. You know what I mean? We gotta get this shit cracking.
PFT and I would be the last ones left. We'd have to get
Damn.
somebody else.
Yeah. The
Who's
show would go
another
on.
2010s NFL that would be good doing this? I may have to come back with a list for you on Monday of if your mom ever got kidnapped and you had to pay $6 million and you had to quit, of another NFL player from my childhood that we could get.
Keep the show goes on.
Would it have to be Tennessee too?
No, but I'd prefer it.
Right.
What about Roddy White?
I would love Roddy White. So
Good Lord.
Roddy White lived in.
Hey, because you loved him so much, and that's the goal. If my mother was to get kidnapped and Roddy White comes on the show, you would be the first suspect. I'm just saying.
I don't love him that much, but he lived in my grandparents' neighborhood when I was a kid, and he had a custom Falcons 84 golf cart that I would see down at the pool sometimes, and it was so sick. Saw him down there once, but I was too scared to say anything.